1992 BMW 735i in white. Later BMW 8 Series staggered alloys on there as well. And it's the flagship of BMW, that the 7 Series. It was always the one to have. It was the big business spec car in white. Right, bodywork wise, we'll start off with the bonnet, work our way around the car, and then we're going to go into the engine bay and we'll get a start up done as well. Right, across the bonnet, all lovely and tidy and straight on the bonnet. Lovely and clean as you come down, all nice and white. A few little marks on the paintwork there, here and there, but nothing that jumps immediately out at you. Lovely and straight as well. Nice and fresh in the white. The grille and headlights are all nice and clear. No cracking to the plastic grille there. No cracking to the indicator lenses or the headlight lenses. They haven't gone really milky like they sometimes do. As we come down onto the chrome work on the bumper is lovely and shiny. All nice and fresh on the chrome work. The rubber itself fits snug into the chrome bumper. A little bit of scuff on the left hand side, very small there. We'll go down that lower valance, you can see the spotlights and that lower lip. With it being white, you'd see any rust from a mile off. As you can see, that's all nice and white. And a little bit of a scuff on the rubber on the right hand side. As we come down that right hand wing, lovely and straight, nice and fresh. Tiny little mark down the bottom half there, you can see that just below that rubber strip. Around the arch, you've got no corrosion coming through there. You'd see it, like I say, with it being white, you'd see the sort of rusty gingerness from quite a way off. Lovely and straight across the wing top. Down onto these polished lip black alloys. You probably could do with a little bit of a refurb there. The badge is a little bit sort of faded. Go down the lower half of the door on the driver's side, see how straight that is. Down the driver's side there, down that lower half sill section. Up onto the bottom half of the door, no rust coming through on the edges there. Lovely and straight up the driver's door. A little bit of a car parking thing there in the door. As you come down, a little bit of a scratch by the handle here on the driver's side there. And a little mark underneath. A few little bits in the paintwork if you're being picky. Wing mirror caps are all okay. A little bit of delamination to both wing mirror glasses. As you come up onto the roof, sunroof model as well. No corrosion around the sunroof there. All nice and tidy around the sunroof across the front edge of the window. Nice and straight across the rest of the roof. A little bit of peel in the paint if you're being really picky. Come back down that driver's door onto the driver's rear again. Lower half, good look at that there. As you come up the door, lovely and straight there around the handle. A few little marks in the paint again, but nothing that deteriorates from the sort of presentable fact of this one. Around that rear arch, no corrosion coming through there again. All nice straight. A few little bits in the paint, you put your hand behind the arch there. We'll do some dodgy camera work. All nice and straight there. Have a look at that wheel. As you come up that big rear quarter, around the fuel cap, no scratches around there. We'll see how straight it is down both sides. Sits nice and level. Onto the rear bumper now, the chrome again, nice and shiny. A few little marks on the corner there. A little bit of a scuff of the rubber on the right hand side. That lower valance, we'll have a good look at that. Like I say, with it being white, you can spot rust from a way off. Across the top of the bumper again, nice and straight. A little bit of pitting in the bumper, very small amount. To the chrome work, light lenses again, fresh and clean on both sides, very bright. Up onto the boot lid itself, no corrosion around the badge. A little bit of a ding here, nice and clean around the badges. And across the top of the boot lid itself, lovely and straight, nice and shiny, nice and one shade of white as well. As you come down the left hand rear quarter, we'll go straight around that arch again, lovely and clean, no corrosion coming through the paint side of things there. That lower half again, nice and straight. We'll do the roof from the left hand side as well. You can have a good look at that. As we come down onto the passenger rear door, again, all the gaps are nice. Across that lower half of the driver's door, no corrosion coming through there. Just a nice straight old barge of a car this. Obviously been painted at some point, I would think. I don't think it's an original paint. It's very shiny if it is, that's for sure. As you come onto the passenger door top, again, lovely and straight, no real corrosion around the handles. A little bit of paint on the seal there, sort of gives away that it has been painted at some point. But it certainly hasn't had a quick splash over, that's for sure. As you come down onto passenger front wheel arch, again, lovely and clean and tidy and straight around there. No corrosion, sitting nice and level down the passenger side, especially for such a big car. It's not wavy down the side. It's lovely and shiny, lovely and straight. And it helps with it being that 3.5 litre engine. Interior wise, all you'd expect from a 7 Series. Lovely door cards, the wood's all nice and tidy. A few little marks on the wood there. The door card itself not showing much wear at all. Electric memory seats as well. And they are working. Up and down, back and forward in the backrest there. Showing a little bit of wear at the bolster, but no rips or tears. It's the right amount of wear for the year of the mileage. Probably one of the comfiest seats I've sat in for a long time. Lovely and tidy in there. Across the top of the dashboard, no cracking on the dashboard itself. Lovely and straight. The wood's good across the glove box compartment. Aftermarket head unit fitted, which is pretty standard these days. And down around the gear selector, the plastic around there is nice and tidy. You've got these lovely big armrests as well. A little bit of wear at the passenger one. You push the button and they just clip straight away. Nice and tidy around the window switches and the rest of the centre console. Dials nice and clear, easy to read. Headlining is not sagging anywhere. Seems to be nice and tidy. There's no damp spots in it either around the sunroof. Into driver's rear. Again, electric windows in the rear, all the toys really. Nice and tidy in there. Onto that lovely big back bench seat. Which is the best part about the BM is those seatbelt buckles are sort of fixed in there. Armrest in the back with the cubby compartment. That rear seat is all nice and tidy. It's the right amount of wear again. Nice and soft, no rips or tears at all in there. Into the boot now. Got a slightly different style wheel in the boot. I'm going to lift that floor up so you can have a good look at in there. All nice and presentable in there. I think I might be missing something off the back edge there. I'm not too sure. Into the passenger rear. Again, the door card's in lovely condition. No real wear at all on the door card side of things. And there's, once again, that seat showing no real wear at all. No rips or tears in that. Have a look at the headlining from that side. Into the passenger front now. Nice and tidy in there again. The wood's all good on the door. Not hanging off anywhere, no cracks. Electric seats again on the passenger side. All working as well, back and forward. Up and down on the sort of pivot and the backrest working there perfectly. Have a look at the dashboard from that side. Into the engine bay now, 3.5 litre petrol engine. Very, very tidy in here as well. Condition sort of continues into the engine bay. James is going to fire it up for us here. No problems with that. A little bit of squeak off the belt where it's drawing a bit of power. Ticking over nice and happy, no issues at all with that. Sounds lovely, that one. And there you have it. 1992 BMW 735i.